Okay, before I drive too far, I'm gonna start something to listen to. The road cleaner is here. Let's see, downloaded episodes. Where can I see that again? Library. Downloaded. Why does it download season 2? I haven't even started those. Okay, so it has.
That's why I make Easy Stories in English, where you can have fun while you learn. You can listen to stories full of action, romance, and mystery. Each episode, I tell stories for beginner, intermediate, and advanced learners, and there's a story for every
Swimming
mood.
place I'm going to opens up at 6.
Easy Stories in English is the podcast for you.
All 4 of you, plus Rex 2 and Romeo the Servo Skull, have landed on the planet of Ravenstrike. You came down on L1 knowing that there was an emergency beacon turned on and then turned off, and there were challenges with pirate activity diminishing. There were questions raised by your orders from Commander Valentine, which specified that you should make contact with the pirates and maintain a positive relationship while solving whatever strange problem was going on inside the Hawk Star system. When you exited L1 and made your way down to the tarmac, you found yourself surrounded by gun servitors rolling up on tracked units with their laser sights locked in on all of you. And then you hear a voice say, "Oh, you need that. Deactivate, deactivate." And you're, and they turn away and wheel back to where they were. As a figure dressed in the traditional robes of the Administratum steps forward with a massive tome under one hand, flipping through the velvet pages. He's got a quill that he's pulled out of a pocket protector. And a little ink at the bottom. You can see this. Well, nice to have you here. So you are Captain Morgan Sharp? And he's looking between all 4 of you, not sure who Morgan Sharp is.
And Morgan will put up a hand and then extend her hand like hello.
Oh.
Then between me.
Hello, nice to a quill for you, he says, putting a quill in your hand because he does not have a free hand, so he's trying to make the ceremony of this.
Thank you. She's gonna close her hand slowly over this quill and then turn and hand it to Damien.
Damien, like, not ready to be handed anything. Just like his chest. Perfect. Just take that. Okay, and what business are you looking to do here?
We actually heard there was an emergency beacon. We came to investigate and help in any way we could.
Oh, guess that. Well, that situation has been resolved. We're doing the purchase, so we're good. You can leave.
I've seen some Martians. The beacon is still currently active, and it pulled us out of warp space to come check it out.
Oh, I'm sure if you check now, you can see that it's been deactivated. And you check and it has been. clearly you triggering this landing and this request led to the deactivation of the beacon.
Clearly some heretics did some bad stuff and turned that on, so we turned it off. The purchaser can sort it all out. You can go.
I see. Well, unfortunately, this has pulled us far off our course. We will need to refuel, get more supplies. We would request that we could stay for a few days.
Oh, you want to say that you're looking to make purchases?
We heard that your planet has a lot of luxuries. We tend to track in that.
Okay. Well, we're happy. I can send you a line of credit with one of the local houses if you'd wish. What currency are you looking to trade in? What kind of accounts do you have available? What physical items are you looking to bring down perhaps from your land?
Now, I'm assuming there is some level of stuff associated with this rogue trader's license, because the size of the ship that we had, Valentine had mentioned that it's a specific type of thing that's going to be traded in and out.
Yes, you have the ability to like pay for repairs and things like that. You don't have like a slush fund of
Right.
exorbitant vacation money. So I'm just interested to hear how you want to approach this tack with this administrator.
I think Morgan is just nodding and is just... We tend to work with very high-class people who are very...
Oh crap, that's a lot of queue into town. I'm glad I don't need to drive in that one.
We do have pretty ironclad contracts with some pretty high-up organizations.
Oh, let's enjoy the tea while it's still warm.
So you look at your various companions.
I'm not going to tell you anything about it either. We can both keep our secrets.
Alright, that's fair to me. But please, if there is a way that I can peruse or speak to other vendors around the area.
Unfortunately, this is a bit of the off-season and everything's been a little bit locked down due to the purges, but I can bring you to the governor's mansion and you can stay in one of the outhouses.
Oh fuck. He rolled a 6. It's not. It's been a 4 to 6 so far.
Wonderful. What are these purges that you speak of?
That is well beyond my pay grade. Adeptus Administratum, I'm here to handle incoming traffic during the off-season. My family worked long for this position. Took me 10 generations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, but the work is its own reward.
That makes sense. You seem very good at your job.
Thank you. I have another quill.
Take that out with you.
Yeah, this one goes to Solomon. Solomon gets a quill.
He just stares at it. He doesn't know. Solomon, you have looked at a lot of quills because you make them. This is a very finely made quill. Good feather choice. You're not sure the bird species, but it's got a good length, a good heft. You could write an excellent Promethean poem on it. He stashes it in his pocket.
Alright, so now Morgan is just sizing this guy up. Is there anything I can get from him particularly? Obviously, just the banter hasn't been going well.
Perception or insight?
Okay.
I can give you a choice if you're looking for anything you're particularly hunting for.
Love and insight, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This seems like the guy who would be here for the off-season. He would be happy to talk the local weather patterns, but he doesn't actually have the ability to approve any expenses, which is why he's like, I can take you to someone important if you want to talk to them. Or you can stay here. He's not that bright and not that ambitious. He's the off-season guy you leave in the valet parking. So if you want to go to the governor's mansion, you might be able to upgrade your ability to have conversations rather quickly. Otherwise, you can just say you're staying here, let him go, and sneak off. There's not a ton of security here, but there is some, as you've seen with gun surveillance and other threats.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I understand that you're the person who handles things in the off-season.
Correct.
I would very much like to talk to the governor, if I can.
Oh, I can't say you can speak to the governor, but I can take you to the estate.
That would be lovely.
Fabulous. I will summon a ground card. These are only companions?
Yes, these are my rogue trader entourage.
Oh. Excellent.
Excellent. He takes in the rest of you.
Well, I guess you gotta have somebody with you. These sure do seem like people.
Damn, dude. You're all made.
I mean, I hope you really have, well, you're the governor. These people will be very happy.
at that rail car. Off he goes.
Great. We don't have money.
We have memory.
Thanks, Solomon.
We don't have to have money. We're also not really road traders.
It's just a win. And as you all wait, the camera pans back through time because there are two questions that need to be answered. The first one is, when you put that quill inside your armor to keep it, are there two Bibles? Or is there one Bible, Ezekiel?
I think when Solomon took the picture back to the chapel, he got to the chapel and hadn't seen it since Closet like burned all of Damien's what were they, scriptures?
Yeah, when he welded all the scriptures to the walls.
Welded all the scriptures to the wall. So I think he went in there thinking he was going to put Damien's Bible in there, and then but then he sees all of Damien's writing in there and wanted to keep a little bit of that with him. So I think he's going to put the Ezekiel Bible up there, and he'll tuck the little picture of all of us in with him, and just set it on there, and take Damien's and tuck it away.
Damien, closer to his heart, and Promethea left in his church. Excellent. The other question is a bit more mechanical, but still flavorful. Our friend, Brother Solomon, now has a last lock rifle, but there is a question about whether or not he has become proficient with rifles, which would come down to the amount of combat training that he has had to do specifically with rifles and marksmanship, which, having asked Josh off air, we are turning back to you, Morgan, because there's a question of how much time would you force Brother Solomon to dedicate to ranged warfare, or would you let him remain a kind of specialist in the blade version?
No, Morgan would help teach him gun things, and especially even if he was doing a situation where he was like, oh, gun's not my thing, oh, well, I'm not gonna do the gun.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Bang! Great being like that. Yeah. Hang on to that. Now you can do him over the
Thank
radio.
you. But then Morgan would be like, remember that heavy bolt, or what was it called? That they
Oh,
had?
the auto
machine
cannon,
gun.
like the
Yeah.
stub cannon, yeah.
Remember that autocannon and how good of a job you did with that. Just, this is a small one. Just like the glory of what he did. Remember that. It's the same thing.
Fabulous. Would you be making him do this daily, or would this be like 2 times a week? What's that scale of the time you would spend with it?
Yeah, a few times a week, I'd say. But I think it would be outside of her working with everybody, because she also doesn't have a particular thing that she would do with him one-on-one, really, that she would be fine spending the extra time to just...
We could play regicide.
We could, or you could shoot these guns.
Oh, I guess that's good too. I'll try. Oh,
That one's the king.
yeah.
It's right. Add your proficiency to your shooting statistic for your last lock. So what that'll mean is your dexterity is -1, your proficiency is +2, so you'll be a +1 when you are firing your last lock.
We love that. And does that count as weapon mastery? Because I've got that, like, I can...
Let's do a roll. That's a good question.
Sure.
Can I get... I'm going to let you roll with advantage.
Love that.
Because you do have Morgan teaching you. Can you roll me...
Let's just say athletics. That's like a safe. Why not?
I need sleight of hand.
No, that's not the
with
one.
advantage.
Okay.
Because sleight of hand is your fine motor coordination to deal with a long-range weapon. Because Morgan would teach you to snipe, not to spray and pray.
Yeah.
And you asked for a long focus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I needed something far away. But I'm not very good at this. That is a 9.
10?
It's a -1.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a 10.
I'm so
Thanks for
sorry.
pointing that out.
I'm sorry.
You have learned this weapon. You're proficient with this weapon. You have not mastered this weapon. It will take more training for that to be
Son of a
possible.
bitch.
You're doing so good.
Oh, thanks. He goes off in his head. Oh my God.
You'll get there.
Oh, sorry. Stuff's
Built
away.
in a day. Okay.
Back to the present as the camera pans over. You are waiting. It's about a half hour, and then this same trudging figure comes back and says, "Okay, come on, we can get you this gift."
Could I quickly turn to my... actually...
You have a full face helm, so you could theoretically microbeat anybody at any time, and it wouldn't broadcast unless you wanted to.
That's great. I would like to designate a new name for my my cyber mastiff while I'm here, which I did not do previously because if I'm calling out, I would like that to be a different name. So I will be just like under my helmet. I'm going to microbead Rex 2, and I'm going to say, Rex 2, redesignation, Blood Ball. Confirmed. All right. Ready. Blood Ball. Excellent.
I will also flag for each of you that you have received a data spike. There's been enough time for Closet to be able to build one for the entire group.
Great.
So it is possible for Closet and the Inquisition to attempt to hack any computer that you plug it into. It will not work under all circumstances because it requires a remote uplink to Closet servers. There is also a risk when it is used that it could be picked up by whoever you are hacking. You're seeing a lot more investment on this world, so it's higher risk here. Obviously, lower tech places, lower attention places. That's different. Or if Closet has a chance to prep for defenses. If Closet knows you're going somewhere Mechanicus and he can prep for Mechanicus code, he'll be more equipped than if you randomly plug it into, like, oops, Inquisition computer. Like, he's got a rift then. But you do all have those now after having seen how useful they were and the after-action report of having lost Romeo and engaged in a gunfight because you only had one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Closet-solvable problem.
That's nice.
So you are all invited to go towards this skiff. You make your way through this tarmac, this kind of landing port around the local craft. You can see a number of Mechanicus working and a number of servitors. The thing that is surprising here is the servitors are of a tremendously high quality. You're seeing near human forms or very well put together, very refined augmetics throughout. You're not seeing the same kind of stapled together shittiness of traditional servitors. You're not seeing the infected kind of ports that happen where the body and the flesh is rejecting some of the mechanics and they just kind of keep it going anyways. This is all very well maintained, well put together. It's clean, which is odd for all of you having been other places in the Imperium where it sucks. You're making your way forwards into a skiff. This is a Mechanicus-based ground car. It's not fully a tank, but it is similar to some of the models that could be seen on the battlefield or inside Forge Worlds. You've all seen some of the clanking crafts that are there, but this is a ground car. Anti-grav motors underneath. It's floating off the ground. There is a servitor-based front, and it's almost like a tour bus that you would get in Universal Studios or something like that. There's a roof overhead and some seats where you can see the sights, and the administrative guy who leads you there goes up to the front and says, all right, so I'll be your tour guide as we're moving forward through the capital. If you have any questions, please let me know. So, you are here, and just you start floating down the street through the capital. You're here in Ravensbreast, the capital city of Ravenstrike, the greatest world in the Hogstar system. We locals also call this city the Burrows because it was built on top of an underground network of caves, tunnels, and ruins before it was rebuilt by our glorious family who are in charge now. Now, this is what they call a monofamilial governorate. In a lot of worlds, the emperor has felt fit to put a number of houses in charge who are all competing to become governors, but on this world, because it's better, there's only one family who's in charge because they quash everyone out because the emperor loves them, and that is the glorious Hogstar family. There has been some a little bit of drama lately, which is why we have a new governor, Darius. He is young and beneficent and was inevitably going to become the leader of this place. And he is supported by his Aunt Amberlyn and his Uncle Husinger and his Aunt Beatrice and everyone else in the entire family. Now, you may, as you look around, see slightly more military personnel than you may have otherwise been covered by, and you can see that their uniforms sometimes have sashes of different colors. That's because, again, monofamilial governorate, so they all are part of the same force, but there are privateers who are paid by different family members to make sure that there's some separation of command, so that people can go around and just be friends with the people they're supposed to be friends with. We also do mining of some substances that I will not talk about because you don't have clearance, and we're making our way to the governor's mansion. Does anyone have any questions about what's going on?
You said there were changes recently. What are those changes?
Well, our previous governor, Tivolius, died. And then that was a deep tragedy for us and for the Hawkstar family. And then his incredibly young son Darius became governor.
How did he die?
He died old age, just in his sleep, passing on because the Emperor called him home up with those angels.
How old was he?
It was 769.
I will say, that stands out to you for a planet of this wealth as not actually old.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how effective you are with your juvenile treatments at the age of 700. For you to die of old age, something goes horrifically wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The judge will notice that.
If this purge just began and the distress beacon was only recently cancelled, how can we be sure we're safe here?
Well, as you can see, there's a great deal of peace everywhere and incredible wealth, and nothing bad has ever happened under the leadership of the Hawkstar family and the Hawkstar system. We're key to the Emperor. His favorites look at us all the time.
Well, there was the distress beacon.
Yeah, that was an accident. Heretics did it. It was an accident. Now it's turned off.
Heretics did it. It was an accident, and the purge started. So that's solved.
No, the purge started a couple of weeks ago. The beacon apparently started in the last 24 hours.
So this Tavolis has his hands full.
Well, he's dead, so
Well,
his hands are holding the Emperor's up in the sky.
What is the name of his son again?
Darius.
So this Darius has his hands full.
Well, yeah, it's a time of change.
With Solomon's new robotic eye, does it give him any kind of like better? Is it like just sort of a shitty, worse version of his normal eye, or does it have some kind of like, can he zoom? Can he magnify? Can he do?
He's got kind of the same capacity you would expect from like a recent iPhone in terms of his camera zoom in. There is a little bit of zoom. There is more contrast control. He can switch between brighter and darker areas, and his eye will adjust. It's not instantaneous, but it means he's got essentially built-in night vision that he can use as needed. He's got the ability to kind of sort things out. He's got a little bit of a zoom, that kind of stuff. It's all tinged green, so you don't have a lot of color, but contrast is increased.
Okay, if he was looking at this guy, what was this guy's name again? Did I just mess up?
No one has his name.
asked. Okay, great. I thought, just making sure. As he's looking at this guy while this guy is talking about like the purges and this guy dying and stuff like that, would he be able to like see if he's like, I'm trying to look for little tells that he would be lying. Like, is he sweating? Is his pulse racing?
Absolutely.
Is like a perception check kind of thing?
Yeah,
or-
perception. Let's
yeah?
go for perception because you're looking for specific physical tells.
Yeah.
Which I think perception falls into that category.
We're gonna see. It's just a 10.
You can't tell if he's lying or not, but he stumbles enough that you're like, this feels like it might just be what he's been told. It's not really a question of does he believe it? Doesn't seem to matter to him. It's just, he's repeating things he was told.
Sure. I think Solomon would pass that on to Morgan, like on the beat, and be like, I think he's reading off of a script. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. I think he made those numbers up. 769, that's not that old.
Noted. Yeah, I think Morgan is looking for the same thing and also looking around this place. Morgan is in damage control situation thinking, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna even say once we get to that place. Like, all we actually want is more information. How can I play for more time within this situation? And also, like, he said governor, then he said that the place is owned and ran by this whole family. So it's like, okay, we probably should not have gone here. This is more dangerous than at first thought. Because a normal planetary governor situation versus, this family being this big of a deal on this planet feels like, okay, I gotta figure out a way to play this situation.
Okay, so what exactly are you looking for? Are you just like any clue in the environment you're going to key into?
Yeah.
Great. Roll me perception. I will give you advantage because you're reaching wide. It'll really depend on what you roll, and I can't guarantee what you get, but cast that net. Let's find out what happens.
It's a 19.
19. You are seeing a lot of military presence. As you're going through these districts, it is beautiful. The buildings are beautiful. You're not seeing broken windows. You're seeing glass windows. You're seeing stained glass in certain areas. You're seeing a strong military presence. Block by block, district by district, you are seeing these sashes change colors. And it's not like, they're changing colors on the same street where you're seeing 4 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing it very districted out. It's clear that these kind of privateer regiments are separate. They're not like they're working peacefully. You're not seeing conflict between them at border edges.
Yeah.
But it's clear that they have delineated space and they are keeping an eye on each other. But the sheer amount of boots on the ground right now, in terms of who is on the street, some of them are lounging, some of them are around, but they are so present that it almost feels like they are in position watching in case something happens. You are seeing that there are like sewer grates and other things on the ground. You would only imagine putting out this kind of a show of force if you were expecting that like anything could bubble up out of the ground at any moment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They don't seem menacing, and the citizens do not seem afraid of them. Everyone's very well dressed. Even the servants, it's very like tailored, very put together, very kind of direct and attention paid to all of their appearance. Everybody seems relatively pleased. They're efficient, like they're worn down in the same way that anyone in the Imperium is, but you're not seeing obvious signs of scurvy. You're not seeing people who are starved. You're not seeing people who are dirty. It seems like a very pleasant, kind of high-class place to live for everyone living here. You are seeing the occasional palanquin of like very rich people coming around, and everybody just gets the fuck out of their way, but people don't seem to mind it. It's just accepted.
Yeah.
They would be in direct conflict with these pirates we're also looking for.
Yeah.
We would
Yes.
assume. Yeah. Okay.
Pirates, and yeah, this would be the high authority who are trafficking the same things the pirates are stealing. So the pirates you know are the redistributors who believe there's incredible wealth and incredible inequality and are
Great.
stealing from the rich to give to the poor.
Great. Could I use the combi to talk with Morgan?
There is more than enough noise on this street that you can do that. I will also say, unless we get to the point where this is really being abused, you've got your full face helmet, but everybody could theoretically sub-vocalize to each other. That's the idea of like we're talking.
Oh, great.
Your throat. Your beads are of high enough quality to be able to pick that up, so you can have a full conversation as long as you're not like right on top of each other. But if you were in a quiet hallway with somebody you could talk over those beads, and that would not know.
Okay. Well, then I would like to say to Morgan,
Since there's obviously bubbling conflict between the pirates and the nobles on this planet, and since we don't have any resources to trade, I think maybe a pitch could be made that your resource that you offer is muscle against the pirates. I think maybe we could use that to inject ourselves behind their defenses. What say you, Captain Sharp?
I don't know why you're using that voice within your helmet, but all right.
I thought it was still like not in the combi.
Oh yeah, sub-vocalizing. He's sub-vocalizing with his helmet passing it along, so we'll allow it. Until he wants to lose this voice, I will endorse this at all times, and you will accept it.
Understood.
I'm sorry, I thought I was talking through the helmet.
But it's going through his helmet's combi, which actually logically makes sense because we said that he turns this on or off.
Right,
So this is on because he's ready to talk at any given moment, but he is putting it through the beat. So you are incidentally getting the programming of making the weird voice. If it comes through his helmet, it will be weird voice unless he turns it to not be.
I'll turn this off.
No, that is a very good point. That is ultimately our goal, and we don't have anything else. I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
These nobles, just remember, they're greedy. Anything you can provide, even if it's bloodshed, it's welcome.
Good, because we are not going to be able to muscle our way through these rich people, not with this military presence.
He nods.
Right.
All right, you are powering through this city. Does anyone have any other questions for your guide? After he gets through his whole speech, he just sits on a little stool and is silent.
Where is the nearest Bidey's administration building? I would think they would be in control of handling the law.
Well, yes, of course. There was one Arbites, Ty Guild Scrump, Judge Ty Guild Scrump, and he was working up in the palace until he was recently. Wait just a second, I gotta check your clearance. Don't ask questions you're not supposed to know the answer to.
Rolled a 1. Jesus.
Okay, don't know where that building is. Okay, great. Just use our eyes.
Can you roll me a perception?
Yeah, that's 24.
You are not seeing a building anywhere. You probably would have been able to spot a fortress precinct if you had had one on landing, but if the city is this size, it is this wealthy, and it is this well enforced, odds are there's just one. The way that you were stationed on your world, there's one judge, and then they use local enforcers for everything else.
Okay.
I understand there's been an issue of piracy in this system.
Oh,
Is that correct?
I don't know if we'd call it an issue. Okay, you are kind of like, why don't you come over here? Come to the front with me.
All right. Get out of his seat and kind of like stoop because he's tall in this like vehicle.
You're dexterous.
What? What is it?
Something about your eyes.
Yeah, anyways, don't. What is it? Just talk.
I mean, what do you want to know about the pirates? I'll tell you, cutie.
I want to know what you know, handsome.
Oh, well, they're pretty bad, and so we're gonna kill them all.
Is that the nature of the purge?
Listen, are you gonna tell everybody else?
No.
Roll me a deception.
Oh.
You'll have advantage. You're hot.
Can I juice this further? Not without obviously casting magic. A 13.
Well, what would you want to do to cast magic?
I would have kicked guidance in, but I also know the result of the roll, so I don't think it's fair.
I like a retroactive guidance. With your perils, I think you can juice social stuff. It's just higher risk for you than other people.
That's a good point too. Actually, I forgot about.
You've had so many days.
10 of them.
Yeah.
I forgot about perils.
Well, I think it's you've had so many days within that Geller field where it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. For that reason, since we are in subterfuge information collecting phase, I'm gonna stay at the blackjack table. I'll stay at a 13.
But you're so hot.
13's a winning hand in blackjack.
Everything.
I'm doing
Always
great.
stay on 13.
It is when the other guy stays on 12.
All right, so since it's just you and me, there's been a bit of a problem with the pirates. I don't want to just so Judge Tykill Scrumpf is dead.
No.
The pirates killed him.
No fooling?
Yeah, that's what they did. And there's rumors maybe if the pirates killed Tamales. So now they shut down all the traffic in space, and we know all the pirates live in the burrows, all the gross burrow people. All those gross poor miners, when they come back to the Earth, they have to go underground so we don't even look at them. And so they've been using the military. The burrows quarter by quarter, and just kill all the bad people.
Oh, so purges includes the pirates and, the undesirables.
Yeah, that's how a good purge works.
I understand.
It's just tough to tell them apart. Otherwise, undesirables can become pirates.
Of course. Radicalized or something.
Sure.
What's your name?
I am Robert Schmenderman, but you can call me Bobby.
We all quietly write down the same.
Yeah, because he's going to last forever. He's going to live forever.
We're going to take him along with the group.
Every NPC, every named NPC who did not come with the ship has been...
They're a stain.
They will be threatened by the judge to execute on some future point.
I think Bobby. I think about Bobby.
I put it down on record. Bobby's going to live forever.
Anyone take some side action on Bobby living forever?
Yeah, so my friends call me Bobby. You can call me Bobby.
Thank you. Bobby, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, it's a pleasure to make yours. I'm telling you, your eyes, wow. And you're so tall. Your scars, you look cool.
Thank you. You're looking pretty sharp in your Minnesota robes yourself.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
This is crazy. The amount of paperwork I have to do to be able to even engage in flirting with somebody here is wild.
Well, that's the perks of being a rogue trader.
Can I be a rogue stranger?
You'll have to ask the captain.
Oh, I can't do that. Don't tell anyone I ask that question. I'll lose my job.
Oh, lose a job here, gain the job with the rogue trader. Can you roll me?
You're going to make this guy expand in his life.
Yes.
10 generations out the window. He's one. I'll give a party that you're not going to reciprocate at all. Withdraw your breast, Tyler. Reel him in. There it is. Just do the Go on, tell anybody, will you?
Can you roll me a I'll say persuasion.
I love it. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a dirty 20.
This guy rolls a goddamn 5.
His stats get to know each other a little better.
Is about what to talk about next before they pull up to the thing. He's leaned over this guy, front seat, right?
Yeah.
Because with him, and his hand is behind his back, just signing in Gothic to the crew. He's like, I've compromised this chump. What else do we want to know? Microbeat me. So that he can remain fully engaged, apparently, with this guy. He's not turning around to look at what people are signing or anything.
Then I will say, before we get to the edges of the governor's estate, each of you gets to ask one question. Morgan will have you go last.
Thank you.
Start. I think
I would be signing. I should small retcon if that's permissible. It's like almost instantaneous.
Oh, the information goes.
Hand Gothic, sign Gothic to the crew behind us, so everyone now knows the pirate situation.
Everything that's been said aloud has been heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so question first, because I feel like you are the boot down the door.
I think so. He already knows, because that was my big question. Was like, he knows it's packed with like miners, kinds of stuff like that.